Dark psychology, hypnosis, manipulation, and psychological defense. What is dark psychology? Dark psychology is a kind of mental martial arts. It is using certain techniques to defend against manipulation and fortify your mind. These are only to be used for good and to be of service. I was kind of hesitant to start studying this because the first glance is like, what is this? Is this teaching you to be a bad person? No, it is absolutely not. And I'm so glad I did, because it teaches you to fortify your mind and defend against negative influences. Hypnosis. Number one, mindfulness. Hypnosis is great for mindfulness. Being able to get to the root of the issue is key. Being mindful and present will actually lead to healing. If you can't actually feel, you can't heal. Something that I hear people a lot say is like, oh, there's so much stress, right? And that was the thing that broke me. And they go through all these different things. And that right there is like that when it kind of took them over the edge. But ultimately, I need you to flip that. Be like, that right there is where I broke the situation. That right there is where I declared this thing has no power over me, and I choose victory. So you're going through all these different things, and you choose freedom. And ultimately, the power is in your hands. All you have to do is choose. Number two, healing trauma. Hypnosis can be great for healing trauma. The more calm you are, the easier it is to be aware and heal. Being in a state of understanding is the point. Healing trauma actually requires that you go within and actually be honest with yourself. What has happened or the steps in moving forward. Number three, goals. This can also help you reach your goals, because this is when you actually operate with a clear mind. It's much easier to take action. Understand that it doesn't always have to be clear, but you can take action on what you actually want. Clarity equals power. The more clarity you have, the better. And it doesn't always have to be 100% clarity. Sometimes you have to take action when you don't have all the answers, right? And it takes courage in a sense. Being brave in the face of adversity, knowing what you want and staying the course. Manipulation. Now, why is it not good to manipulate? This is for so many reasons. Because when you approach life with negativity and scarcity, you make poor decisions. You don't realize the energy that you're generating is degenerate and bring people down and the world as well. And through this process, you always see the light is more powerful than the dark. Because when you choose growth instead of fear, when you choose love, that is the most powerful force. Wanting to see the world win, wanting people to reach their goals, make their dreams a reality. That's what it's all about. Then once you see both sides, you'd be like, hey, I don't want that. I choose the path of the light, because that's where everything I want is. Today, I'm more so talk about how to fortify your mind and defend against these things. Number one, be aware of who you are. When you know who you are, you can't be manipulated. You have to know who you are in order to stand for what is real. Become who you are and stay focused on what actually matters. When you know who you are, you can be of service and be a light to others. And that's what it's all about. Number two, stay the course. No matter what is going on, you must stay the course. What I mean by this is you have to understand you may have a lot of things going on in your life, but you don't need anyone's validation to go for what you want. You don't need a cosign on your dreams. You have to actually decide what you want. It's internal conviction within yourself and go for it. And when you do that, you actually give other people permission to do the same. Because the power is within us. The pen is in our hands. You're writing your story every single day with your decisions. And your decisions just impact you and impact everyone around you as well. So then you start to embrace the struggle and be like, hey, I know the outcome. I know the why. So you stay free in the face of adversity. Stay focused on what actually matters. Number three, believe in yourself. You must believe in yourself. Know who you are and what you stand for. From this place, all things are possible. And believing in yourself means standing for the truth at all times. It means that when things actually get hard, it's all part of the process, right? The obstacle is the way. Sometimes the biggest win you can get is just maintaining a state of peace, like not being attached to the outcome. Just focus on the process and your actions, things you actually can control. Psychological defense. Number one, defend your mind. You must defend your mind against all distractions and all negative influences. And this will ensure greatness, because if you are able to own your own mind, that's perhaps the most important thing you can actually do. Without this, you'll never reach your full potential. So you can be aware of negative things in the media or anything says. A sound mind is key. Number two, mindfulness. The more mindful you are, the better. Mindfulness is a thing that helps us to reach our full potential. Knowing who you are and what you want is key. Knowing your beliefs, values, and standards will help you reach your goals. Actually get to know yourself and who you are. Because when you have a standard of excellence, say no to average. Number three, protect your energy. It's very important to protect your energy. If you do not do this, it's much easier to be susceptible to negative influences. Do this by taking control of your health. You matter, and the more energy that you have, the easier it is to become the greatest version of yourself. Like if you're operating out of high energy state, it's very easy to see what is real and what isn't. But when you're in a low energy state, it's much more easier to be persuaded in a way that may not be in your best interest. So always stay focused on what actually matters and know that you matter too. All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning into the show. For more, you can head over to anthonygastella.com for articles, coaching, and other free resources. Also, if you can, leave a review for the show, let people know what you think, and I would appreciate that so much. Support the mission of freedom. Thanks for being on this mission with me, and I promise to give you more powerful, empowering, great content to help transform your life. Thanks for tuning in.